Let's take a look at our jars here. These are the ones we gave different conditions to.
Welcome to another episode of the Jarring Science Club. I'm your host, Brenda, and today we're going to be learning about what plants need to survive. For this experiment, you're going to need some fast-growing seeds, a jar with potting soil, and some water. This experiment will take several weeks to observe how your plant changes over time. This isn't an experiment you can complete in one setting. All right, let's get started. Here we are up close, and we're going to set up our jars for our experiment. In this jar, we're going to give our seeds water, soil, and light. In this jar, we're just going to give it soil and water. This one's getting soil and light. And this one's just getting water and light. So we will see which one grows the best, and we're going to make predictions in our worksheet to see how each one's going to respond to each of these conditions. So in this jar, we're going to put a damp paper towel on the bottom, and we're going to add in some water. And we're going to put a few of our seeds in there. This one is going to get seeds and light, but no water. This one is going to get seeds and water, but no light. And this one is going to get everything. Now we're going to put these in their respective places. This one goes in the dark. These all go in light. And we're going to observe them over the next few weeks and see how they do.
All right, guys, it's been a couple weeks, so let's take a look at our jars here. These are the ones we gave different conditions to. So this jar had soil, it had water, and it had sun. And these seeds are growing the way that a seed should. They've got nice green sprigs, they're growing strong, they're healthy. Next in here is the one that we just gave soil and light, and these seeds never sprouted at all. And that's because to sprout a seed, you need water. Then here in this jar, we have the seeds that we gave water and we gave light, but we didn't give any soil. You can see that they sprouted quickly, but then they died out because they didn't have any nutrients to keep them growing. And then this jar, we gave water and we gave soil, but we didn't give light. And what happens in this case is the seeds grow really, really tall because they're trying to find the light. And they don't turn green because without sunlight, a plant can't turn green. So they turn this weird yellow color because they can't go through photosynthesis. So they go really long and really tall, and eventually they would die out because you do need sun to keep growing past a certain point. But this is what happens when you grow them in the dark.
Here's the science. Today I did an experiment on the needs of plants. We did this by growing our seeds under different conditions, without water, without sun, or without soil. Then we tested them to see which one grew the best. From our experiment, we learned that a plant needs light, a plant needs water, and a plant needs soil to grow. Without these three things, a plant can't grow. These are the things that they need for photosynthesis, which is the process by which they convert energy and light from the sun into new growth. But they also need nutrients from the soil to support that growth as they grow and thrive. In your worksheets, you predicted what would happen to the plants if you planted them and they didn't have access to one of the three things that plants need. The plant that got soil and water but no light was able to grow, but it wasn't able to grow as well as the plant that got soil, light, and water. The plant that just had water grew for a little while but then died out. And the plant that got nothing never grew at all. Without these three things, plants can't grow. It's important to have all of these pieces in place for plants to thrive. Plants can't necessarily move to where there's more food like animals can, but they do have ways to adapt, such as by growing out longer roots to find water or by turning towards the sun in a place when they live in the shade. These are ways that plants can adapt to grow and thrive even under not ideal conditions. That's why the seed that we planted in the dark was still able to grow. It just grew faster, but weaker because it didn't have access to the sun. It was trying to find the sun, which is why it grew faster. That's it for today. See you next time.